What's up, guys? Welcome to Peach Basement. We're going to be talking about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. mid-season finale. First of all, I want to apologize. If you caught our last Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review, I thought last week was the mid-season finale, in which case I was like, yeah, that episode kind of sucked. And I would not have put it past Joss Whedon to hand us an episode that sucks and then leave us cold for like a good 8 weeks.
Yeah.
But fortunately, it's not the case, and this show fucking delivered this week. Holy shit. I hope you guys watched it because this is going to be full of a lot of spoilers. So if you didn't watch it, pause this shit right now. Go on demand. It's there. It's on your TV show on demand channel, whatever that is, whatever cable provider you have. Watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and then come back. Listen, if you are not watching...
Should I go home then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should. Oh, wait, go. Because I got to tell you this. As someone who doesn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at all, you have to. Yeah. Like, it's actually becoming mandatory. If
I know because of all the
plan to watch all of the Marvel movies and understand it. It's not like it's just going to, reflect it now. You're getting characters that are going to be introduced in S.H.I.E.L.D. and will make the transition into not only the Avengers movies, but into their own movies, and vice versa.
Right.
So it's so heavily tied in. This is a monstrous project, and it's the first time anything like this has ever been attempted before, and it's working perfectly. I tell you what, this season started off strong, absorbing man, and all of the, all of this stuff, and then it kind of slowed down a bit.
A bit.
A bit. I'm being nice.
Yes, you are.
This last episode made up for everything. Everything. In the first 5 minutes, when they introduce Skye to her father, Kyle McClanahan, McLaughlin? I do that all the time. Kyle, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. We introduce Skye to her dad, and he's, they kind of argue for a little bit, and he's like, no, wait, I don't want to do it like this. We're getting off on the wrong foot. And he's like, hi, I'm Cal. And I'm sitting at home and like, holy shit! Mikey Sutton was right. Fucking Mikey was right about the whole shit.
Yeah.
As soon as he said, I'm Cal, I knew where the rest of the episode was going. Cal is Dr. Calvin Zabo, the AKA of Mr.Hyde. Kind of a lackluster villain, but nonetheless, they're going to turn him into a fucking badass for this show. If he is her father, that means Skye is Daisy Johnson, AKA Quake. So now we're just waiting for the shit to come about. They're sitting there talking, and then it's, the whole thing is revealed that to the scary German guy, Whitehall, that, oh, you're her daughter, you're her father, she's one of these special people, grab hold of the obelisk. And he's standing there like, there's guns pointed at them from every which direction, and he's like, if my daughter wasn't here, I would tear you all apart. And you're sitting there maybe wondering, like, well, how's he going to do that? There's guns pointed at him.
Yeah, no, he has a little scalpel.
Yeah. Well, he does have his little scalpel, that's about it.
Yeah.
But you figure, as fast as he can swing his arm, that bullet's coming out of that gun at 400 feet per second,
True.
But really, he meant his gun's pointed at my daughter's head. That's the shit that matters. So now they're going into this hidden city, which happens to be underneath the fort in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
My mother was very excited. She's like, I went there for vacation. She's very thrilled with that.
Inhumans are Puerto Ricans?
Yes, they are.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off.
So, her and the character Raina, who has been wearing these flowered dresses the whole time, this was your clue.
I really like Raina. She's really growing on me more. I mean, she's cute.
She is cute.
But I mean, her character is like, she's a fucking nut.
She's a bitch.
She's a bitch, but
yeah.
she's a really needy psychotic bitch.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
She's daddy issues.
So, all throughout this, like they're making their way into this hidden city. The rest of the crew from S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up to try and save Skye from, Ward, who is still evil, and her father, and Whitehall, and all of these fucking bad guys. They're storming the fort, and meanwhile, who's trying to get down into the hidden city and blow the shit up before Hydra can ever get a hold of it. All of this is going on. You've got Mac, who is like being taken over by the hidden city, and he's like being used as kind of like a puppet to kill his friends, and anybody that comes down into the city that is not meant to, go
human.
Basically not meant to go under Terrigenesis. So BJ Britt goes down there and he's arming all the explosives and everything. Meanwhile, Skye and Raina are, Skye's trying to find Reyna as she's walking with the obelisk into this whole like altar area
Almost
and everything.
Like a chamber.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then once they realize, like, all right, the explosives are set, we're good to go, and Coulson comes on the horn like, no, Skye's still down there. Shit. So BJ Britt goes back down, taking out all of the explosives.
This guy. What's his name?
Fitz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fitz
He was actually on point for once. Like, he
Mhm.
wasn't being a sniveling Mary. It's about goddamn time. Like, oh, my brain was deprived of oxygen for like 10 minutes. Shut up, kid. What?
Suck it up!
Seriously, walk it off. Go.
Oh, Jesus.
Meanwhile, all right, before they get down there, I was getting ahead of myself. Before they get down there, there's the whole fight upstairs in like the fort stronghold and everything, and Skye gets out. She shoots Ward in the side like twice.
Yes.
It's like, come on, I'll help you. Bang, bang. Fuck you, bitch, asshole. So she runs out like with her dad, and then they have a confrontation. She's like, you can't do what you're going to do. You're not like, you're the bad guy. Like, I can't follow you. And he's like, but no, change is good. Like, it's going to be painful. You're going to need me after you go through this change. And he keeps talking about change. And she's like, I don't want this. He's like, well, you have to do it. This is your destiny.
You just wanted him to say Terrigen.
I so wanted to.
Fucking
There was a lot I wanted out of this episode that I didn't get. I didn't get the word Terrigenesis.
Yeah.
We didn't get Adelon.
Yeah.
We didn't get Inhuman. And we didn't get one particular point when Mr. Hyde, Dr. Zabo in this case, Cal, confronts Whitehall, who's the scary German guy in charge of Hydra, and Whitehall pulls his gun on him, and he's got it trained right at his head. And he's like, you can't stop me. And he's basically just, at this point, he's going to just keep lunging forward. This guy's going to shoot, and you're like, there's too much distance for him not to get shot. And for some reason, he's not the slightest bit scared.
Yeah.
And as he's about to move forward, bang, shot rings out, and there's Coulson behind him who shoots Whitehall, and Zabo flips out. He's like, what did you do? Like, he was mine to kill, because he killed his wife, and now he was threatening his daughter. And at that point, we were going to see Mr. Hyde fucking Hulk out.
Right.
Because bullets ain't going to stop him.
Right.
He knows that, which is why he said, if my daughter wasn't here, I'd kill all of you.
Right.
We almost got it, but at this point, with Whitehall dead, Whitehall may come back. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's going to turn into Skye's father being the lead bad guy for the rest of the season. They're going to have to track him down, and I think we're finally going to see Mr. Hyde Hulk out later on.
I think we might. I'm not exactly the bad guy, but somebody's
going to have to be dealt with.
He has to be found also because what happens to Skye?
Right. Down in the chamber, the walls close in. Now it's Reyna, Skye, and Agent Tripp.
Yes, I forgot about him.
And the obelisk opens up, and inside are the Terrigenesis crystals.
Yes.
The mist comes out of the crystals, and they start coughing and everything, and all of a sudden Skye and Reyna start like there's this goo that's like crawling all over them and everything, and it encases them.
Cocoon.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't look like that. It looks like they're turning to stone or something.
We knew it was like a cocoon.
So BJ Britt fucking back kicks the crystals. They explode. He catches a piece of the obelisk in his gut and dies because he's turning to stone now, just in time for Skye to break out of her cocoon, see him die, and then she loses her mind. Her quake powers come out. The whole fortress starts shaking. He crumbles to pieces.
Which, if you don't know about her,
up.
you don't know that was her causing it.
Right, you don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm trusting everybody would have been on Google by now. And you see Reyna kind of start to break out. She's got these really weird, fucked up claw-looking fingers. She's got like spines on her back, and she's got these really crazy like tiger eyes or something, like some sort of reptile eyes. So, and that's basically where it ends. Skye's using her power. She looks so hot in that scene, just like all like superheroed out and shit. Ridiculous. So good.
You keep on like that, she's gonna get a restraining order.
She's not. She likes me. So, guys, let's talk a little speculation about what's going to happen after Agent Carter Skye is obviously Quake. Her real name is Daisy Johnson. We heard her father call her that in the episode. The Inhumans are Marvel's answer to mutants, since they can't use them right now.
And Puerto Rican.
Whitehall is probably not dead.
He's not dead. He can't be because when they explained Skye's mom's power, it was that she doesn't age. This motherfucker went from looking old and feeble to looking young again.
Right.
After he ripped up her mother up.
Right. And stole all of her organs and shit.
Exactly. So
he will be back, and he is most likely going to be the villain Kraken. Go ahead, Google it. Guy's popping up on screen.
Really?
Google it. Kraken.
You sure?
Mikey Sutton says so. I'm inclined to believe him.
Okay.
Obviously, we know Mr. Hyde is going to show up. There was that picture going around on the interwebs of Clark Gregg and Ming-Na Wen next to the dude in the little green suit in the computerized
Motion
green
capture?
screen suit. We are led to believe that that is a fully formed Mr. Hyde later on.
Nice.
Yes.
Go back.
And Raina is probably this Inhuman known as Naja or Naga or something. Naja. She's like this reptile-looking creature with wings and everything who has the power to turn invisible depending on what kind of emotions are around her. Like if she's happy and shit or something like that, or she's sad, she turns invisible. But if she's anxious, she like glows. It's kind of a whack power, but we'll see what the TV show manages to do for it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is slated to return when? Not January, because that's Agent Carter. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not going to be back till March. We're going to talk another fucking Walking Dead-ified mid-season finale.
Yeah,
she caught up
that's
to that
a
yet?
pretty
No.
long time.
I will see you in March. I will be caught up to Walking Dead by March. Right now I'm working on American Horror Story. Freak Show's pretty fucked up. Do you watch?
No.
Alright, you should watch.
I've only seen the first season, the original season.
The first season was pretty cool. This is a good
Asylum
fucking season.
disturbed me a little bit, so I was like, you know what, I'm good on this.
Don't be a Mary. Guys, what did you think of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? What did you think of where the show is going? Do you have any speculation of your own? We would love to hear it. Write us in, questions@peaksbasement.com, facebook.com/peaksbasement, and of course follow us on Instagram and Twitter for up-to-the-minute reviews and awesome pictures. I do.